Good morning, students. Welcome back to the SDR online classes. So here I explained we have discussed about land resources of our Karnataka state, and here I explained about already we have discussed about the types of cultivation, and now we are going to discuss. Already I taught about one major crop of our Karnataka. So that is Jawar. The crops can be classified into three types. One is the food crops, second one is the commercial crops, and third one is the plantation crops. Here, food crops means the crops that can be used for our food consumption. So here, we people are going to consume the food. Otherwise, what happens? We cannot survive. We cannot live. So, we people, food is essential for all human beings. Not only for human beings, it is also essential for whom? To the animals. And whatever the stalks are there, so that it can become a food for whom? Food and fodder. Food and fodder means the crops that are used for consumption, and fodder it is also used for consumption purpose, but it is used from whom? By the animals. So like this way, we are having the food crops, commercial crops, as well as the one more is called as the plantation crops. So now let us come to know about the major crops of our Karnataka state. So here what I told that one of our major crop of our Karnataka, so that I explained, that is paddy. So here, where we can see this paddy only in a few districts of our Karnataka state. Second, after that paddy, one more crop it is grown by the North Karnataka people and except some of the districts of our Karnataka. In southern part also we can grow the paddy, jawar. So that is here we people are having different types of crops that it requires different types of soils. So here, one more, it is second one is called as the jawar. Jawar is the second major crop of our Karnataka state. So here, this is second most important crop in Karnataka after paddy. Until recently, the area under jawar cultivation was more than that of paddy. So, occupied area of our paddy and jawar. In previous class, I told that the Karnataka it occupied 1,91,791 square kilometers, and in that the area it is kept for only cultivation purpose. Means here the paddy occupied first area. It is occupied more from where? From the major crop, that is first major crop of our Karnataka. Next one is the jawar. It occupied how much? Only 26%. So here jawar it occupied only 26% because it is the first it was major crop of our Karnataka. Now which one is the major crop? That is paddy because it is not only used from North Karnataka as well as South Karnataka. All over Karnataka, we people are going to prefer paddy. Paddy is the staple food of Karnataka people, and that is the reason paddy is grown more in where? In Karnataka, not even as well as in the south. Now next one is jawar. Jawar is occupied how much land area? Under that land area that is available for cultivation, in that 26% land area it is occupied for which crop? That is only for jawar. First one is the Maharashtra. Soon after that Maharashtra, Karnataka is taking second rank in the production of jawar. So here first one Maharashtra. So here Maharashtra is the leading producer of jawar, and second it goes to the Karnataka. Means Karnataka it stands. It takes a second rank in production of jawar. So like this way, Karnataka means the major part of North Karnataka. They all are going to grow the jawar. So here it is required one of climatical conditions. So all crops are requiring different types of climates, different types of soils. Based on the availability of a crop, availability of the land, availability of temperature, availability of crops, availability of soils, what they are doing, they are going to grow the different types of crops. Here, we people require which kind of soil for cultivation of jawar means there should be soils. They are called as the red soil, black soil, and post alluvial soils. These soils are suitable for which one? For the growing of jawar. And here, jawar is the staple food of for the people of North Karnataka. It is mainly used for preparing roti. Means here, we people Uttara Kannada and Dakshina Kannada. So the North Karnataka people, they are a majority of them. They are making a roti from which one crop? That is only one of our second major crop of our Karnataka, that is known as the jawar. They are preparing rotis. And even they can make different types of recipes by the jawar, so that you know very well that is jawar jolada kadubu, and they can use for not only for making of that jawar rotis, but also the party. So these are the preparations. These they can prepare by the use of which one? That is by jawar. So like this way, these are called as what we are saying major crops. The stalk of that jawar, it can be used for a fodder for a cattle. So here the stalks can be used for the fodder for cattle. So cattle can use this what? The stalks. Means it will become a food for whose? Food for a cattle. And jawar, it become a food for whom? Food for a human beings. So here, without these crops, if we people are having a life, if we people want to lead a life, we people require food. Food means which kind of food? That is, it depends upon the climatical condition. Whatever the person is going to prefer the food, means somewhere we are having more of paddy, somewhere we are having more of jawar and ragi. It depends upon that person and depend upon where he is staying. In that part, some of our crops are very famous, and by the help of that crops, they are going to prepare different types of recipes, and they are consuming. They are keeping that crops for what? Crops for a consumption purpose. So here, like this way, we are having different types of crops in our Karnataka, and you know very well, it belongs to the grass family. It is in the form of grass. This jawar, it belongs to the jawar. It belongs to the grass family. And also here we are having different kinds of methods that can be said as a broadcasting method and a plantation method. The crops can be grown by using a broadcasting method as well as a plantation method. Broadcasting method means scattering the seeds in the field is known as the broadcasting method. And sometimes what happens? Plantation method means they are going to do some plants, means the stalks that they are going to put, and by the help of that stalks, what they can they can grow the different types of plantation crops. So here, this jawar, it belongs to the which family? That is the grass family, and it is one of a crop. It is called as the tropical crop. And also the botanical name of this jawar, they named it as a Sorghum vulgare. The botanical name of jawar is known as sorghum vulgare. So, like this way, they had kept some names, botanical names. So, that is called as the sorghum vulgare. And here, this kind of crop can be grown in wherever the moderate rainfall. It requires moderate rainfall as well as a moderate temperature. So, here, I said that a mix of black soil, red soil, and alluvial soils are suitable for this crop. Mix type of a black soil means somewhere we have had the mix of a black and a red soil. And in red soil also we can grow the jawar. And in a alluvial soil also they can grow the jawar. And moderate rainfall. Moderate rainfall means, for example, the rain condition in our India, it is not regular. It is not time to time. When it is not regular, we will go for which one? Moderate rainfall and moderate temperature. And moderate rainfall means when the rain is not there, when it is not going to rain, in sometimes what happens, they are going to for a artificial rainwater by the help of some technology and by the help of new technologies. What they can do, they can make our state to be rained. So like this way, they can go for a moderate rainfall as well as a moderate temperature. And here they are having the winds from where southwest monsoons. This is a one of a crop. We can say it as a rain-fed crop. Why we are saying it as a rain-fed crop? Because until and unless they get the rain, so they cannot grow the jawar. Because this is the reason we can say it as a rain-fed crop. Some crops they are called as the irrigated crops. Means if the rain is not regular, if it is not accurate, if it is not 80%, and if we are not getting in the rainy season 80% of rain, even though what happens, whatever the water is there in a rivers, wells and tanks, by the help of a project, what they can do, they can supply that water to where? To their fields. That is called as the irrigation. But here, this crop is one of a crop, it is not called as the irrigated crop. It is the rain-fed crop. So this is the second major important, it comes under major crops of our Karnataka. Now next let us come to know about one more. It goes to the third important crop of our Karnataka is ragi. So here ragi is the third important food crop of our Karnataka state. So here this is cheap one, and nowadays only few people are demanding, and this is the major crop of which people, those who are there in southern Karnataka. Mandya, Tumkur and Mysore. In Mysore province, this was famous before independence as well, soon after independence also. Now, because of the technology, when the technology increases, some more crops to be introduced by the who? By the farmers. Now we are having the different types of methods in a way in agriculture. By the help of that one, they are having different types of commercial crops. And now people are going for which one? Jawar and even a paddy. And somewhere in Karnataka we can see the ragi is the third important food crop of our Karnataka. So now let us come to know about the ragi. So here this is the one of our nutritive food crop. Nutrition. Where we can get nutrition? So that is in a ragi. So here crops are high in what? Some are high iron content and some are fiber. Means for example, from wheat what we will get? Fiber. So like this way, proteins, nutritional food, vitamins that we are going to get from where? From the food crops of our Karnataka state. So here this one crop is nutrition food grade. Its botanical name is Irrigation. So here it is a nutritional food crop. It is the nutritional food grade. And again here also like the Jawar, we will have one more botanical name. It is given to whom? That is the third important crop of our Karnataka. That is ragi. What is the botanical name of our ragi? So that is its botanical name is so here Elucide Corona. So like this way we are going to divide the crops of our Karnataka, and their botanical names are different from one crop to the another crop. And here the ragi used from which people? That is South Karnataka people. Major crop it is there in where? In North Karnataka, that is it goes to the Jawar. And second one is the that is ragi is used from which people? South Karnataka people. Paddy is used all over our Karnataka, but some crops are only specified districts are to be used. So that I explained about Jawar, and now South Karnataka people and half a little bit few people of North Karnataka, they are also going to prefer for which one? That is the third important crop of our Karnataka is the ragi. And here what they are going to prepare by this ragi? So here the preparation recipes means they are going to prepare. They are preparing different types of recipes. They are preparing roti. Which roti? So that is you can say it as a ragi roti. And sprouted flour. So here ragi malt, and another one is the sprouted flour. Malt, dosa, ragi dosa. So these are the different recipes of which one? That is the ragi. So in Kannada we will say that that is ganji, amli of which one? That is from made up by the ragi. And even they can make a ragi balls. The important recipe that can be done by which one? That can be prepared by using of this ragi. That is, it is known as the ragi balls. So we can say it as a ragi mudde. So why they are using that one? Because the Tumkur people, Chitradurga people, they are very strong. Why? Because it contains what? The nutrition. And it makes strong to whom? The people, those who are preparing, those who are going to prefer is the ragi balls and some other recipes of ragi. Here, this food grade is soon after paddy and jawar. It is cheap grade, and this is the one of a crop. It is cheap. And here also, the whatever the stalks of the ragi to be used for what purpose? The food or fodder for whom? Cattle. The stalks of Ragi can be used for fodder for cattle. So here, this becomes food for whom? For human beings, and also it will become a fodder for whom? To the animals, or you can say it as the cattle. And this is the one of the crop. It can be preserved for a long time, and it can be preserved for many months. Long time means that is only for a months. And here, ragi is a tropical crop, and here also where the high temperature is there. Here, where the high temperature means that is ragi is not for the people of North Karnataka. For example, we can say it as the people of Gulbarga, Raichur, Bidar. That people are not growing. Who can grow this one? It is requiring water, the temperature. Which kind of temperature? High temperature, moderate rainfall, red, sandy, and loamy soils are suitable for this crop. So here, which kind of suitable weather? That is, it is requiring moderate rainfall, high temperature, and also red soil. That is red, sandy, and the loamy soils are suitable for what the cultivation of ragi. And here it can withstand very severe droughts in some places. Here, number of workers, the number of laborers they require for what? For growing of this ragi. What? So here, the main reason is the plantation. Here it can be said as the method can be used different methods. One is the broadcasting method as well as the plantation method. The for the samples, they will take the samples of what? Ragi samples for a planting of for transplant of ragi saplings means here they take the samplings of which one, that is the ragi, and they are going to transplant that ragi samples, and by the help of that ragi samples what they can do, they can sow that seed called as the ragi, and even some cases they can go for a broadcasting method also. Means they can scatter the ragi seeds in the field by that method also. They can grow the which were the third important crop of our Karnataka. So this can be done by which one? Plantation method as well as which one method? We can say it as a broadcasting method. Why they require number of laborers? Nothing but for a transplanting of what? The ragi samplings as well as to pull out the weeds to harvest and store that ragi weeds. That they have to pull out the weeds of which were, that is the ragi. For this reason, what they require? They require a number of laborers. So that this you cannot see in where in jawar and in a paddy. But here the majority of laborers they require for what? For a cultivation of ragi. And here it is an important kharif crop. We are going to make two types of crops. One is the kharif crop and another one is the rabi crops. So here I explained here while explaining about which one, the climate, soils, natural vegetation, and animal resources of our Karnataka. Here, what they are like kharif crops, in which month they are going to sow and in which month they are going to harvest, depends upon that one. What they are saying, they are going to say it as a kharif crops and also we can say it as a rabi crops. So these kinds of crops can be grown in rainy season, soon after rainy season, and means that is in the month of August and September they can sow the seeds, and even by the help of irrigation facilities they can grow during summer season also. Irrigation means that is by the using of water. Which kind of water? Artificial supply of water. Artificial supply of water means that is they are growing the crops by the three sources of irrigation. One is the canal irrigation, second one is the well irrigation, and third one is the tank irrigation. So this is the crop, it cannot be called as the rain-fed crop, and this is the crop we can say it as the kharif crop, and also it is called as the rain-fed as well as the irrigated crop. And now let us come to know about growing areas of this paddy and jawar. So here growing areas. Jawar. So jawar can be grown by people of which one? Example: Belagavi, Kalburgi, Bijapur, and in some other parts of northern Karnataka. For example, Bagalkot, etc. And like that, we are having some other growing areas in where in our say third important crop for Karnataka also. So which are the districts they are growing ragi means here ragi growing areas. For example, we can say that Mysore province it was the first important province of growing of what that is the ragi, and even we can say it as whereas the old Mysore province, and for example we can say Chikbalapur, Kola, Shimoga, Chikmagalur, Chamarajanagar, and Danagere districts, as well as in Tumkur is the leading producer of ragi. Then it comes to the Ramnagar and old Mysore. It was the major district that was growing more of a ragi. And here we are going to learn how much area it is occupied for only ragi growing areas. Only 14%. How much it occupied in a cultivable land, under the cultivable land of Karnataka's state cultivation land. In that it occupied only 14% of total cultivable land. So here old Mysuru, here Mysuru, and here I said that Tumkur district was the largest producer of ragi. So here Tumkuru is the largest producer district of Karnataka. Then second one it goes to the Ramnagar and even Bangalore urban, Bangalore rural, Hassan, Mandya, Kolar, Hassan, Kolar, Bengaluru, rural, Bengaluru urban, Bengaluru urban, are the examples for growing areas of ragi. So like this way, the North Karnataka is having a abundant of jawar, and South Karnataka, and even in some part of the areas which are comes under Karnataka, they are having water. That is the third crop of our Karnataka state. Now let us come to know about I explained about the food crops of our major food crops of our Karnataka. Now which are called as the commercial crops of our Karnataka? What are those? Which can be classified as the commercial crops of our Karnataka? Let us come to know one by one. Commercial crops of Western Karnataka. Commercial crops of Karnataka. So here, already I have explained about what the different types of crops, different types of farming. So that is irrigation farming is there, commercial farming is there, and even we are having plantation farming, subsistence farming, and I explained about mixed farming. The meanings of the farmings of our state Karnataka. So that I explained that subsistence farming means they are growing the crops for only for their domestic purpose, for their consumption purpose, not for a sell, not for a market. So that is called as what we are saying subsistence farming. And here plantation farming means that is they are growing the different types of crops that for earning money is known as the what we are saying it as a plantation crops, or you can say it as a plantation farming. And mixed farming means along with the activities, agriculture activities, if they are following the different types of allied activities of agriculture. That is, for example, if they are keeping any bees, beekeeping, horticulture, floriculture, sericulture, these all comes under animal husbandry. These all comes under which that is known as a mixed farming. And irrigation farming means that is the crops can be grown by the use of tanks, wells, and as well as the water from wave canals. That is known as the irrigation farming. Now you are going to learn commercial crops. The crops that can be grown for what, not for domestic use, and if they are if they are growing the crops for a what purpose, that is nothing but for a international market, for a agriculture goods can be grown for a international market, means they can transport, they can export that kind of goods to where from one place to the another place. That crops are called as the what we are saying it as a commercial crops. One among that one is the first one is the sugar cane, and next one is the cotton, and third one is the tobacco, fourth one is the coffee. So these major crops, these are called as the commercial crops of our Karnataka. So let us come to know what first commercial crop of our Karnataka, that is known as the sugar cane. So here first commercial crop of our Karnataka, that is known as the sugar cane. Sugar cane is the most important commercial crop of our Karnataka, and also it is an industrial crop. Why we are saying it as industrial crop means some industries that are taking the raw material from where? From the agriculture. Here we are having the three kinds of industries. One is the agro-based industries, second one is the forest-based industries, and third one is the mineral-based industries. So here we are having three basic industries: agro, forest, and mineral. Agro means the agriculture supplies, means they are going to provide, for example, sugar cane, cotton. These are the examples for which one agro-based industries. And forest-based industries means, for example, you are getting the some kinds of trees. For example, they are getting sandalwood and timber. By the help of that one, they can make what? They can make different types of goods. So this is called as the which one industries? This comes under a forest-based industries. Industries can be classified into how many parts? That are called as the three parts. And another one is the mineral-based industries. Mineral-based industries means, for example, iron ore is there. Iron ore and some other mineral resources, that all comes under where mineral resources of our Karnataka. And whatever the mineral resources, ore means it is a raw material. Iron ore, by the help of that iron ore, they can make a steel and a iron finished product. So that all comes under which one? Mineral based industries. So like this way, the sugarcane is the one of the, we can say it as the commercial crop as well as a industrial crop. And here this also belongs to the grass family. Sugarcane is a tropical crop. It is grown in areas with high temperature and heavy rainfall. So here, for example, we can take into consideration of our Gulbarga Valley. Wherever the high temperature is there, and if it is having a what? That is the heavy rainfall. It requires what kind of climatical condition means? It requires high temperature and heavy rainfall. Wherever the high temperature is there, and even wherever we people are having a heavy rainfall in that areas, the sugarcane can be grown. And here, what kinds of soils that are required for sugarcane means? That is red soil and even a black soil and sandy loamy soils. These are the soils that is suitable for what? Suitable for growing of a sugarcane. Since sugarcane has to be transported to the factories as soon as it is harvested. Here, this sugarcane, the farmers they cannot keep with them. Sugarcane means by the help of that sugarcane, what they can do? The industries they can make sugar as well as some sugar to be supplied to the market, and even a jaggery that is made up by sugarcane. This sugarcane it contains sucrose, and with the help of that sucrose, they can make what? Jaggery and sugar. And here, this is the one of the crop, commercial crops soon after harvestment. Soon after harvestment, the sugarcane can be supplied. Sugarcane can be supplied to the industries. And what they can do? By the help of that sucrose, what they can do? They can make the sugar. So here, this is the what we are saying, the climatical condition and requirements. Now, let us come to know about how much height it will be. So this sugarcane can be grown for how much meters? 3 meters. The height of it grows to a height of up to 3 meters. So here this can be grown for how many meters? Up to the 3 meters. Its botanical name like jawar, paddy and rangi. Here also we are having a botanical name. Its botanical name is Sakara. So its botanical name is Sakara officinarum. Sakaram, Offi, Sakaram, Officinarum. So this is the botanical name of which one? That is one of the major commercial crop of our Karnataka. It contains fruits that I told, and also what happens? It is one of the being an annual crop, and it requires water irrigation facility. Irrigation means commercial crops are most of that are required irrigation facilities. By the help of that irrigation also they can grow the crops. Which kind of crops are? That is we can say it as a commercial crops. Now let us come to know about the growing areas. Which are the districts called as the growing areas of sugarcane? Growing areas of sugarcane. So here Belgavi is the leading producer of sugarcane. Then it goes to Balkot, because Balkot it is the one of the district that kind of people are having water, that is irrigation facilities. Means the Almaty dam is there. The Almaty dam is going to provide what we are having, that is the canal irrigation as well as the water to be supplied to their fields. Because of that reason, what you can say, Belgaum is the leading producer of sugarcane. Then it is followed by Balkot and even Mandya, Mysore, Shimoga, Davangere, Hassan and Koppal, Bijapur, Bidar, Ballari and Haveri are the other important sugarcane growing areas. Mandya district has specialized in the cultivation of sugarcane even from pre-independence period. So here, Mandya, pre-independence. So that is, you know very well, in Mandya, majority of people they are growing sugarcane. Pre-independence period also it was very famous, and still today also Mandya people, because of weather condition, because of their soils whichever it is available suitable for the crop of that is called as commercial crop. That is reason, that is the one of the reason they are growing what, that is the commercial crop of our Karnataka state. And here, like this way, we are having a commercial crops. Next one is the cotton. First one, I explained about the sugarcane, and also I taught about the growing areas of our sugarcane. Now, next one is the cotton. So here students, already I explained the important food crops of our Karnataka, and now commercial crops of our Karnataka. In that I explained first one, that is sugarcane. Next you are going to learn cotton, and third you are going to learn, that is the tobacco, and fourth one you are going to learn coffee. So here, one by one, means I explained about the sugar cane, and in the next class, we are going to learn about which one, the second important commercial crop of our Karnataka, that is known as the cotton. How? What is the importance of a cotton? What can be done by the help of a cotton? How they are going to supply that cotton to the industrial areas? Here, I said that agro-based industries are there. That agro-based industries are depending upon which one, agriculture sector. And agriculture sector means they are going to supply the raw materials to the industries. How they are going to transport? By the help of truck, by the help of lorry and some other transport facilities are there. By using the transport facilities, what they are doing, they are supplying that raw materials to where to the industrial areas. And when the industries are located means they are having the urbanization. Wherever the industries are there, so that are creating the cities that are going to do over the country as a urbanized country. So like this way we are having different types of commercial crops. So already I have given notes of that is climatical conditions and soil support or Karnataka state as well as management, business management also I gave. Prepare that notes at home and and along with that one you have to make some maps of our state Karnataka and second chapter physiographic reason is there. One more map is there that also you have to draw. So it will be continued in the next class. Thank you one and all and be safe at home.